Before getting into the session, I just wanted to give an update. I hope you would have attended the chess class today. How many of you attended the chess class? Soundarya and Divikshan. Only two? Were there anyone else during the class?
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you just randomly remember how many students attended the session today?
About 5 to 6 students, ma'am.
Okay, so are those students a part of this class also? Like, have you seen them before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they used to attend the English and science classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So, how was the session today?
It was nice, ma'am.
Okay, so the session was at 12:15, right? The time was slightly changed today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay. So I hope you all, those who had attended the session must have definitely um,
Good
made
evening,
use of
ma'am.
it and you would have got benefited from that. So today's Sunday's class is actually at 11 o'clock, but due to some health issues, I had to postpone it to 8:15 today. So we will have the session till 9 o'clock or 9:05. Okay, just 45 minutes is enough for this session because this is not a very big topic to discuss. A simple topic, financial literacy for students. Okay, and also this is one of the essential skills or key life skills that every student must have. Okay, and this was the first lesson that we discussed during the last vacation class. That is in 2025. Financial literacy was the first topic that we discussed as part of the vacation classes. I hope you remember. Those who had attended last year would remember that. Okay. Yeah, good evening. Who was that? Someone said good evening, no? Yeah. Okay. All right, so can we start the session? We have 6 students, so let others join. Okay, so we have Jiva, Divikshan, Sonal, Soundarya, Purushothaman, and Yuvatika. Okay, and Purushothaman, is Sai Prasad there with you?
Both are here, ma'am.
Both are here. So we have 7 students. All right. Okay. So நீ வந்ததோட சீன்ல இருந்து அவன் போயிட்டான். Sai Prasad is not in the scene now actually. Hi Sai Prasad.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
So when your brother came, you vanished, huh? When your
Chicken
brother
box
came.
project, ma'am.
Oh,
He's
okay,
suffering
okay.
from chicken.
Okay. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so how is he now? Is he recovering?
Yes, ma'am. That's slowly okay.
Okay. So take care of him and you too take care. Everyone take care at home. Yeah, because though we call it a divine, like it's connected to our spiritual beliefs, but still, when we think scientifically, we have to take care of it because it is a virus, Leah. So please do take care of it. This is the season. April and May la தான் அது வரும். March, April, May because of this heat. So take care of your health, Sai Prasad. Once you recover, you can join the session. Okay?
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, da. Okay, fine. So, wishing you a speedy recovery. All right. So, guys, today we are going to look at a very important skill, and I would like to call it a key skill. So, we all know the meaning of the word key. Yes, key அப்படின்னா சாவி. So, without a key, we cannot open a door that is locked. If the door is not locked, then okay, it's fine. But if it is a locked door, definitely we need a key to unlock the door. Yes. So that is what we always go with a saying, no, lock and key. Lock and key are always important to keep our house, to keep our belongings and all the other properties safely. So to open a locked door, definitely we need a key. Similarly, life is like it is not always open to all the benefits that the world offers to you. So world is a place where you will have a lot of benefits as well as you will have also have so many demerits. So world is like that. We will come across merits as well as demerits. Just like human beings behavior. So some days would be very good for us. Some days we will be receiving appreciations, happy comments, or some kind of good news, or wishes, compliments. Whereas there would be some other days where we don't even feel recognized by others. So sometimes we feel like we are cornered. It happens not because people are not deliberately doing that. However, circumstances become like that. Moreover, just like adding fuel to the fire, sometimes we also go down in our mood. So sometimes our mood goes up and down. Every day is not like the same day, right? So just like we say, every day has a night and every night has a day. Similarly, all days are not happy for us. All days are not stress free for us. All days are not sad also for us. So wherever there is happiness, there will be some sadness as well. But it doesn't mean that life is always sad or life is always tragic. This too shall pass. அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி we keep ourselves going, right? So life is sometimes a door. It's like a door that is locked. Sometimes, okay? Sometimes we feel that life is locked. I can't escape from this, or all the doors are shut in front of me. All the ways are closed in front of me. So if I have to come out of that, if I have to open the door, if I have to open all the shut doors or the barricades set in front of me, definitely I need a key, right? So we need here, it is not a literal key, it's not an object key. Rather, it is with the help of certain essential life skills that we need to come out of those problems. Okay, that's what I already told you in the beginning. Life is like a door. Sometimes it remains unlocked, open. Sometimes it remains locked. And there are instances where we come across lack of certain skills due to which we can't overcome those problems. நிறைய டைம் நமக்கே ஃபீல் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் சரி எனக்கு இந்த ஒரு ஸ்கில் இருந்திருந்தா நான் இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்துல இருந்து வெளியில வந்திருப்பேன் எனக்கு இப்படி ஒரு டேலண்ட் இருந்திருந்தா நான் இந்த பிரச்சனையை என்னைக்கோ ஓவர் கம் பண்ணியிருப்பேன் என்னைக்கோ நான் அதை கிராஸ் பண்ணி வந்திருப்பேன் பிகாஸ் யூ வாண்ட் டு கிராஸ் தி ஹடல் பட் சம்டைம்ஸ் யூ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் த ஸ்கில் இன் யூ அப்போ அப்படி நிறைய ஸ்கில்ஸ் இருக்கு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஸ்பீக்கிங் இஸ் a skill. That is what we call the art of speaking or the art of public speaking. Speaking is a skill. பேச வேண்டிய இடத்துல பேசித்தான் ஆகணும். Otherwise, people will consider you a coward. It doesn't mean that you should always be a chatterbox. Not like that. You should not always be a chatterbox. Wherever your voice matters, you have to speak. Similarly, I would say the use of smartphones. Okay, let us take it as an example. Like when most of the people or when most of the teachers used to say that guys do not use smartphones too much for a long time. Even I'm also a teacher who advises the same thing to my students. However, is it possible in this generation or in this era? Is it possible or is it very easy to lead a life for the new gen kids without a smartphone? We have to realize the reality also, right? People will say a lot of philosophy like um, life before internet was superb. Life before the advent of technology was really healthy. It was also risk free. Agreed, everything is true. It was healthy. Risks were also less. And people could spare time with their beloved ones in the family. ஆனா இப்ப இந்த phone வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் எல்லாரும் இந்த போனையே பார்த்துட்டு உட்கார்ந்துருக்காங்க. So it has taken a lot of valuable qualities from us. Also, it has become an unhealthy practice. And there are also a lot of risks like cyberbullying, cyber attacks, a lot of other risks. Okay, இப்போ பயந்து தான் நம்மளே இருக்க வேண்டியிருக்கு sometimes. But all these, do they mean that smartphones have to be completely eradicated from this era? Or is it possible so?
No, ma'am.
Even if you feel that smartphones need to be completely banished or it has to be this kind of technology has to be internet has to be completely banished or boycotted, absolutely it's not possible. The reason is people are now used to it. So without that, it is difficult for us to even think of a world. It is difficult for us to even imagine such a world without internet. Internet illana, how will the world be? I have been through such an age or such a period for the first 10 years of my life, I would say maybe, because the internet was there. Because I belong to both 90s as well as 2000. So internet vandirundhalum, in my house there was no computer till I reached class 10. My father was having a laptop, but that was an official laptop. Only once in a way he used to give it to me to watch some movies or some YouTube videos. That's it. And I was not fond of video games also, honestly. I was not a video uh, liking person. Okay. So considering all these things, you can see maybe the internet illana survive pannalam. It doesn't mean that we cannot even live without internet. Internet is the elixir of life. Not like that. Still, life will be little hard. Hmm? Similarly, what can we understand from that? Internet is of course very useful, highly worthy, but you have to use it in the right way. Use it, but do not misuse it. Leah. So that is a skill actually. Using it properly is also a skill. Restricting yourself from spending more time on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat. Restrict yourself 15 minutes now. Yes, I will spend only 15 minutes a day. You're also having an option to set a timer in that. So I have set 15 minutes as the time. So sometimes if the content is really interesting, I just ask 5 more minutes to that. I just select 5 more minutes. Please remind me after 5 minutes. Okay, still maximum 20 minutes. அதுக்கு மேல வராது. Okay, so that is also a skill. Time management is a skill. Likewise, to excel in life, to succeed in your lives, we need plenty of skills. And today's topic is financial literacy. That is one among those key skills. That is why we are calling them key skills. எப்படி ஒரு லாக் பண்ணின கதவை திறக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு கீ எவ்வளோ இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டோ அதே மாதிரி தான் நம்ம லைஃப்ல ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு சக்சீட் ஆகிறதுக்கு நமக்கு நிறைய ஸ்கில்ஸ் வேணும் அண்ட் ஆல் தோஸ் ஸ்கில்ஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் கீ ஸ்கில்ஸ் கீ ஸ்கில்ஸ்னா அது அவ்வளவு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தட்ஸ் வை ஐம் காலிங் இட் அ கீ ஸ்கில் so financial literacy is such a key skill, just like public speaking or storytelling or speaking in English or usage of internet in a wise way, time management. All these are important. We will do a session on time management one day. Okay, just thought of it suddenly. எனக்கு வந்தது mindல. Okay, so what is actually meant by financial literacy? What does that word actually mean? Okay, how many of you have heard the word finance? Good. Okay. Finance. Okay. So, is there any other synonym for finance? Just see. Money is a very common word that we use. Finance is a bit more, I would say, standardized word. Even there is one more word, monetary funds, monetization, monetary. Have you come across that term? Actually, we are not going to learn anything related to economics or we are not going to deep into Indian finance. But these are certain common words that we have to learn. How many of you remember the great demonetization of 2016? 2016 ல demonetization ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்தது under Modi government. What was demonetization? Does anyone remember? You all must have been kids. I know that. So 2016 is 10 years back. November. I don't remember the exact date. November. Is it November first 15, 17 update or a date? So 10 years back now, definitely your age would have been 4 or 5 years. Okay. Have you all seen the old 500 notes and old 1,000 rupee notes, currencies?
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you have seen that? Just raise your hands. Old 1,000 rupee currency, Indian currency. Okay, நீங்கெல்லாம் இன்னைக்கு குழந்தைகளா இருந்திருப்பீங்க 4 years or 5 years இருந்திருப்பீங்க or maybe some of you must have not even born 10 years 11 years எல்லாம் இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு இப்போ I think Sonal yeah Division was 2 years okay but you have seen the 1,000 rupee note Sonal I think she must have been 1 year old at that time okay so definitely you may not be having that memory okay so those who want to see that I will just present it just a minute 1,000 rupees Indian currency, right? Also, the 500 rupees that 500 rupee currency note that we are using now is the revised version. நான்லாம் பொறந்தப்போ பார்த்துட்டு இருந்த 500 இது கிடையாது. இன்னும் வெயிட் இருக்கும். அந்த பேஜுக்கு இன்னும் வெயிட் இருக்கும். அந்த பேப்பருக்கு இன்னும் வெயிட் இருக்கும். அது கொஞ்சம் கூட சைஸ் இருக்கும். ஜஸ்ட் a minute. How many of you have seen this currency? இதனோட ஒரு வெயிட்டேஜ் இருக்கே அது வேறதான். கெத்துன்னு சொல்றோங்க. இதனோட
Ma'am,
கெத்து
I
வேற.
see it.
I
Ma'am, I
have
see it.
I have seen it. Yeah, who is that?
Ma'am, Agarsan.
Agarsan. Agarsan, you have seen it. Okay, I have seen it அப்படின்னு சொல்லு. Okay, fine. So this 1,000 rupee note was like the biggest gift. Okay, எனக்கு இது கிடைச்சது வந்து when I was I don't remember the age, but first time எனக்கு ஒருத்தர் யாரோ dress வாங்கி கொடுக்கறதுக்கு they did not know the size of my dress, so they just gave me this 1,000 rupee note first time. So அன்னைக்கு அந்த வெயிட்டேஜ் அந்த அந்த நோட்டோட வெயிட் இருக்கு இல்லையா, even I did not feel that value when I first saw the 2,000 rupee currency. How many of you seen 2,000 rupee currency? That must be seen by everyone, I guess. அது ஆல்மோஸ்ட் எல்லாரும் பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. 2,000 rupee note, long note, but now that is also no longer existing. That is no longer existing because that became a havoc. In whichever ATM you go, you will be get used. The machine started giving only 2,000 rupee note, and that became a very big problem. Imagine you buy some groceries for 200 rupees, and if you give this 2,000 rupee currency note to him, 200 rupeesக்கு groceries வாங்கி சாமானம் வாங்கி நீங்க இந்த 2,000 rupees நோட்டை கொடுத்திருந்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க எப்படி சேஞ்ச் கொடுப்பாங்க? So it became a very big trouble for almost all the traders across India, and finally the government had to just boycott it, discard பண்ண வேண்டி வந்தது. Okay, so finance or monetization or money அப்படிங்கறதோட synonyms தான் இது எல்லாமே உண்டு. So financial literacy is something that every individual must know, and you don't have to learn economics or some other, you don't have to hold degrees in economics or PhDs in that. This PDF or this session shows only the basic skills of saving money. Okay, so here we can see first of all what is financial literacy for kids. Actually, some of you are kids, some of you are slightly grown up, but still I would like to call you all kids. Okay, so what is financial literacy? Financial literacy is the basic knowledge about how to earn, spend, and save money in our lives. So, you are all students. None of you have started earning money because now you are taken care of by your parents. However, most of you will have the habit of saving money in the form of pocket money when Diwali or Pongal or Tamil New Year comes. Yeah, your parents would give you some money for their happiness as well as for yours. And so you will be having the habit of saving that money inside a piggy bank, just like what you see in the picture. Yes, some of you would be having a piggy bank, some of you would be having a bag or a wallet, purse like that. Initially, I did not have a piggy bank. I had a beautiful handmade bag actually. That was my first piggy bank in my life. Okay, yeah. So everyone will have this habit. Right from 5 years or 6 years, we start saving money like this. Okay. So financial literacy அப்படிங்கிறது it starts right from the day you start saving money, even if it is 1 rupee. That is also a saving. So financial literacy means it is the basic knowledge, general knowledge about how to earn money, how to spend that money, and how to save some money in our lives. So money plays three roles in our lives, mainly three roles: earning, spending, and saving. We earn money, we spend money, and we can also save money. And all these three elements or these three aspects are highly essential. Okay. So we cannot say that you should not spend, you should only save. Absolutely, that is nonsense. But you have to be aware of how much money you earn and you spend and how much you save as well. So today we will mainly discuss what is the main idea behind financial literacy, a talk on general finance, then the five-step secret that I would like to share with you. Being children, how can you start saving money wisely? Then what are the benefits of saving? And we will wind up with the conclusion. Okay. So first, let us see why financial literacy is important. So as discussed just now, financial literacy is the knowledge about earning, spending, and saving money in our lives. And we know that it is totally impossible to live without money in this world. So there might be a lot of philosophies that come across from our elders, like money comes today, it goes tomorrow, relationships matter a lot. It is not just, life is not just about money, it is about the relationships or the connections or the bondings that we make with people. Of course, relationships are important. I'm not denying that. Having a lot of other connections with the society, with the environment, everything is important. However, these connections and relationships will be valued. Guys, I'm seriously telling this. Relationships, connections, bondings, whatever you like to call them, all these would be valued and respected only if you have one aspect in life, and that is nothing but money. Like, I don't know if whether you agree with this, but that is the harsh reality. Relationships, of course, matter. Like, what can we say? Our bondings with the environment matter. Everything matters. But our health, everything. I mean, all the resources are important, but all these can be respected. People will respect all these things only if you have this thing called money. Okay. So even in Tamil, there is a famous saying, no? பணம் இல்லாதவன் பிணத்திற்கு சமம். Have you heard of that? Why? Is it easy? Why do they say so? Because generally, proverbs do not go wrong அப்படிம்பாங்க. So it's nothing but it means to exist or to survive in this world, we need money. So without money, it is very difficult to lead a life because that ultimate lack of money leads to poverty ultimately, right? And also at the same time, please keep in mind it doesn't mean that life is all about making money. அப்படியும் கிடையாது. There are some people who go behind money, money, money. Life-நாலே money. அப்படி ஒரு category இருக்கு. And those people will finally become insane. அது வேற விஷயம். Ultimately, அவங்களுக்கு they will not have peace in their life actually. Money is needed only for our requirements, not unnecessarily. Okay. So here it is impossible to live without money in this world. அப்படிங்கிறது it's because it is for our basic needs and basic purposes we need money. But life should not completely be controlled by money. Okay. So now let's learn how to easily manage your finance in life. Okay. Yeah. So now it's a time to discuss. So what are the five-step secret that I'm going to share with you is these five steps. First, start earning money. Later, think about spending it. After that, think about saving and investing some money. And if things go wrong, or if things are sometimes not as we expect, you do not have to hesitate to borrow. But keep in mind, borrowing has to be one of the last steps. முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு borrow பண்ணாம இருக்கிறது தான் நல்லது. If nothing else works, then it is not a very big mistake to go and borrow because if you are sure that you can repay that money, definitely there is nothing wrong in borrowing. And last but not the least, learn to protect the investment that you are having. Learn to protect some money for yourself. Okay. So now let's see why earning is important. So again, it goes without saying, life without money is miserable. So without earning money, it is utopia to think that life can be easy even without money. Utopia means it's an idealistic thought. மணி இல்லைன்னா எவ்வளவு நல்லா இருக்கும், எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரே மாதிரி ஹாப்பி லைஃபா இருக்கும். Do you think so? Equilibrium will totally get disrupted. Okay, so earning is the first step towards saving. And let us begin with a famous quote: Charity begins at home அப்படிம்பாங்க. What does it actually mean? Charity begins at home. It's a proverb. Charity means doing some virtues to the people who need some help. To do charity, it is not always expected to be in the form of money. Even if you donate some food, that is charity. If you could donate some old clothes, that is charity. If you could donate some stationery objects like books, pens, and pencils to some school kids, that is again a charity. Okay, if you could give a shelter to someone, that is also a charity. So, charity is nothing but doing a small, kind virtue or a small, it's a kind gesture that you are giving to someone. A simple act of kindness is charity. And that charity cannot be all of a sudden started from your school or from your college or from the road. It should start right from your house. So, charity begins at home is a very popular saying in English. Also, as I told you, charity na அது மணியாவே இருக்கணும்னு இல்ல. Imagine some beggar comes to your house. At least you will be giving him 5 rupees or 10 rupees. இந்த காலத்துல 10 rupeesக்கு கம்மியா யாரும் கொடுத்து நான் பார்க்கறது இல்ல. வீட்ல வரவங்களுக்கு. Okay. So a lot of beggars used to sit in front of temples, churches and mosques. We donate something that we can. Hmm? So how do all these ideas come to us? How do we start doing that? When you were a kid, you would have seen people giving money to these poor people. But who must have inspired you? Charity begins at home அப்படிங்கும்போது definitely you should have learned it from your parents and elders right from your home. இப்ப நம்ம வீட்டுல நம்ம பேரண்ட்ஸோ கிராண்ட் பேரண்ட்ஸோ பண்றத பார்த்து தான் you should have also started the same practice. Yes, so my mom used to do that, my dad used to do that, my aunt used to do that. So you started looking at these people and then only you have also decided to do the same thing. So that is what is meant by charity begins at home. Okay. Similarly, sometimes we say some children don't even know how to behave with others in the public. So like they don't even know how to respect elders. They don't even have any basic qualities, any basic manners, nothing. In fact, people will not blame those kids. People will blame the parents only. Why? அம்மா அப்பா சொல்லி கொடுக்கல அதுதான் குழந்தை இப்படி இருக்கு. வீட்ல யாரும் சரியா வளர்க்கல அதனாலதான் பாப்பா இப்படி இருக்கு, குழந்தை இப்படி இருக்கு. So the blame goes to the guardians or the parents. அங்கேயும் charity should begin at home. It will not come all of a sudden. So start earning money from your parents first. Whatever you get as pocket money, start saving it. So it can be from your mother or father or anyone else in the family. And what do you immediately do? What will you do if you get a 50 rupees or 100 rupees? What will you do? Guys, you can be very honest. I will also share a simple sentence from my end. What will you do if someone gives you 100 rupees now, right now?
I would save 50 rupees of them
Jerusalem.
and 50
One by
rupees.
one. Yeah, we will go one by one. Yeah, so that the voices will not be mixed. Yes, Palak, yeah. What will you do?
I would save 50 rupees from them and then spend 50 rupees for my own needs.
Okay, so what are your needs? What do you mean by my needs?
Or like having some food and the all things.
Okay, so you would buy a Maggi noodles, buying a Maggi noodles or Ippy noodles. All right, very good. Ice cream. Okay, what else? What not? Good. So, Agarsan, what will you do?
Ma'am, I save all.
You save all the money. Not even you will spend a single rupees.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so he is not ready to spend even 1 rupee. Okay, very good. Next, Divikshan.
I will give to the person who gave me, ma'am.
അതെന്നെ ഒരു പുതു പഴക്കമാ இருக்கு. So don't you want to save money?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so why such attitude?
If we ask some, our father, mother can buy and give us, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So now, so you think that you don't have to start saving money now. Okay, that's fine. But will you be continuing the same practice lifetime?
No, ma'am.
So when are you planning to start saving? Any random guess?
After ninth or 10th.
Okay, good. That's a good thing. So till your schooling, you can depend on your parents. Okay, accepted. Sonal, what will you do if someone gives you 100 rupees now? Will you save it or will you use it to buy something or will you give it to someone else? No comments. Okay, Soundarya.
Ma'am, if I'm in a immediate need of buying something, I'll use that money. If not, I always prefer to save it, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, Purushothaman.
Um, I save the money in the piggy bank.
Hmm. So you are not having a plan to spend it.
No, ma'am.
No plan to spend. Okay, fine. And you, Atika?
When I save the money, whenever I need, I use the money.
Okay, very good. So saving, majority of the people are saying about saving it and you will spend it whenever you are in need. All right, good. So even Palak also was all, more or less the same, was saying the same thing because right now she saves 50 rupees and then she thinks that now she is in need because food is always needed for us and she is slightly flexible like okay, let us save 50 rupees and let me take the 50 rupees, another 50 rupees to spend something for myself, and that also she is planning to buy something that is useful for her, so that is not a miscellaneous expense. It's not buying something that is of no use. Food, stationery, then something that is essential for us like medicines. All these are, of course, unavoidable in our lives, right? That is also a very good response. So, guys, when you earn some money, remember that you have the liberty to save it or spend it. But remember to not spend it fully. If you get 100 rupees, do not think about spending it fully. Also, none of the students gave that response now. Nobody said like that, so I'm happy for that. You will save some and then only you will think about spending. Why? Because keep some money aside for using it in the future. Okay, all right. Yes, Soundarya says I bought more than half of the notebooks for this academic year from my savings. Very good, Soundarya. Feeling proud and happy at the same time. Okay, next is about spending. Okay, imagine a person earns 50,000 rupees a month as his salary. Okay, no person can save the entire money that he earns without spending even a very little amount. People can be like that. If, for example, if there is a couple, both the husband and the wife are working. If the husband is ready to take up all the expenses at home, the wife can save the whole salary as her savings. She can put it in her savings account. Or if the wife says that I'm ready to do all the expenditure, take up all the expenditure, and I'm ready to take up that responsibility, then the husband can save his entire saving, his entire income as his savings. All right. But if you are a single breadwinner of the family, definitely it's not possible to save the complete salary that you have earned a month. Because for our basic needs, we have to spend. So once you have gotten some money, do not hesitate to spend it. That is the same philosophy that I would say now also. Even if you get a pocket money, you save it now, no problem. But once you feel that it has accumulated to 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, it is not a sin to take 100 rupees from it or 200 rupees from it and buy something that makes you happy. So use the money to buy your favorite chocolates or toys, candies, or what more. Even if it is if you're girls, okay, to buy some accessories or cosmetic products. Of course, it's a necessity. But will you spend the entire money that you have received from your dear ones? Not it.
No, ma'am.
Nobody will do that. So why? Why don't we do that? If imagine that your piggy bank now has 2,000 rupees. Maybe you will take a maximum 500 rupees, maximum. But the remaining 1,500 will be there as your saving. So the third step is to save and invest. So once you have done your spending, it's now time to save some money. So after spending, you can slowly start saving. And why do we save? This is again the question that we already know the answer. Saving money can help us to secure some fund when we are in a trouble or in an emergency in the future. So imagine a simple case. Imagine that your best friend asks for a help. He or she is one of your intimate friends and he is in shortage of money or she is running short of money. Won't you help him or her in whatever way you can? In whatever way you could. Even if it is 50 rupees, that's fine. Won't you help him or her?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody will help, I think, except Saundarya. None of you will help your friends if someone asks you, Diviction ஒரு 50 rupees இருக்காடா ஒரு 100 rupees இருக்காடா யாருமே ஹெல்ப் பண்ண மாட்டீங்களா? Okay, you have raised your hands. All right. So helping is also a part of humanity. Helping is a part of humanity, and there are certain people that too. Let me say that also there are some people who will remember, even if it is 5 rupees or 10 rupees, they will remember and they will repay the money back to you. At the same time, there is also another group who do not return the money. Even if they remember, they will not give. Okay, there's one famous story, The Lost Dollar. Has anyone read that short story? The Lost Dollar. So The Lost Dollar is a very funny story actually. Author, I just forgot. Oh my God. Stephen Leacock. Yeah, I just forgot. It will check it and tell you, okay? So that is actually a helpless state in which the author finds himself trapped. He must have lent some money. Yeah, it's by Stephen Leacock. He must have lent some money to his friend, but his friend does not even return it. It's an imaginary story actually, but it's a life lesson, an eye-opening lesson to all. This is for children. It's a short story. Just Google My Lost Dollar by Stephen Leacock. அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா போதும். Okay, My Lost Dollar by Stephen Leacock. Okay, it's a short story. All right. So helping your friends is a good deed, but make sure that you will get back the money one day. Okay. Otherwise, you will have to take a risk. So if it is a very simple sum or like a reasonable sum, that's okay. Even if the person doesn't return, it's okay to be. Abdina, you can go ahead. Otherwise, think twice before lending. Also, before borrowing, you have to think twice. That is what we are going to see next. Yeah, before that, in save and invest, I have also included another aspect. Once you have a good amount of money, instead of simply saving it in a piggy bank or in a wallet in your house, you can start thinking of investing it in a financial sector, like in a bank or in any genuine financial enterprise. So, what is the difference between saving and investing? So, that is also a part of this today's session. Saving is like you are simply accumulating all the money that you are getting from different places inside a box or in a piggy bank or in a bag. But if you put the same money in a bank or in any financial sector, that is called investing. So saving, simple saving is now converted into investing. So what is the benefit of investing? வீட்டுக்குள்ளேயே நம்ம பைசா வச்சுட்டு இருந்தோம்னா it is not going to double. In those days சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா இந்த பீகாக் ஃபெதர் புக்குக்குள்ள வச்சதுன்னா இட் வில் லே எக்ஸ் எல்லாம் சொல்லி சின்ன குழந்தைங்களா இருக்கும்போது ஏமாத்திருக்காங்க நிறைய பேர். If you keep a peacock feather inside or any bird's feather inside the notebook, after a few days you can see that eggs would have come out of that foolishness. Similarly, if you keep the money at home, the savings at home, it will not become double or triple. Whereas if you invest it in a bank, you are having different schemes in banks like SA, that is savings account, then RD, recurring account, or FD, fixed deposit. Whatever scheme you want to go for, you can go with that, and you can invest the money so that you will get some interest as part of the money that you are depositing. 1 year ஆகும்போது ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு அமௌண்ட் ஆனாலும் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வரும் பேங்க்ல இருந்து. So that's a bonus, right? So through investing, your deposit amount becomes double or even more than that in some specific period. போட்ட உடனே 1 yearல எனக்கு டபுள் ஆகணும்னா that is not possible. At least it takes 5 years, 5 to 10 years even. So the more you invest, the more profit you gain. It depends on so many factors. அது once you grow up, you will understand. இப்போ 5,000 rupees டெபாசிட் பண்ற ஒருத்தருக்கு கிடைக்கிற இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்டை விட 10,000 rupees டெபாசிட் பண்ற ஒருத்தருக்கு கிடைக்கும் இல்லையா? பிகாஸ் த பிரின்சிபல் அமௌண்ட் இஸ் மோர். ஓகே, பிரின்சிபல் அமௌண்ட் ஜாஸ்தி ஆனாதான் வந்து இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் அமௌண்ட்டும் ஜாஸ்தி இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்ல ஃபார் சேவிங்ஸ் அக்கவுண்ட் இட் வுட் பி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃப்ரம் த ஃபிக்ஸட் டெபாசிட், ஃபிக்ஸட் அக்கவுண்ட். ரெண்டுக்கும் அதுலயும் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஃபிக்ஸட்னா இட் வில் பி மினிமம் ஃபார் இத்தனை பீரியட், அந்த பீரியட் வரைக்கும் யூ கேன் நாட் வித்ட்ரா த மணி. சேவிங்ஸ் அக்கவுண்ட்னா யூ கேன் வித்ட்ரா த மணி எனி டைம். நம்ம இந்த டே டு டே எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சருக்கெல்லாம் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றது கார்டு யூஸ் பண்றோம், யூபிஐ யூஸ் பண்றோம், இதெல்லாம் வந்து சேவிங்ஸ் அக்கவுண்ட்ல இருந்து தான் ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு. பட் எஃப்டி இஸ் நாட் லைக் தட். ஃபிக்ஸட் டெபாசிட்னா ஃபிக்ஸடா நீ அங்க 6 monthsக்கு போட்டிருக்கேன்னா அந்த 6 மாசத்துக்கு உனக்கு அதை தொடவே முடியாது. ஸோ தட் இஸ் சம்டைம்ஸ் தட் இஸ் த பெஸ்ட். ஓகே, after saving, how much money should we invest? Actually, Kanna, nowadays there are see, I am not anyone to say that you should invest only after having this much money. To open a bank account, nowadays zero balance is also fine. Zero balance account கூட ஓபன் பண்றதுக்கு இப்போ ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு. ஆனா சில பேங்க்ஸ்ல எஸ்பெஷலி இன் சம் private banks they are asking at least 500 rupees. Okay, so ஒரு 1,000 rupeesல ஆனா you can go ahead to open a bank account. 1,000 rupees எல்லாம் இருக்குன்னா தாராளமா you can start a bank account. Okay.
Okay.
And there is no restriction that you should have this much money to start a bank account. As I told you, no, zero balance account கூட open பண்ணலாம். Okay, so just inquire it. Private banks and government banks, nationalized banks, both are there. The rate of interest is sometimes less in nationalized banks, but that is more safe sometimes. Private banks இல்லைன்னு சொல்லல, but it depends on many other factors also. The reachability and your trust on the bank. All these things matter, right? So it's not a mistake. It's not a problem. Even if you select a private bank, that's fine. Like there are lots of private banks in India that has been successfully running even after a lot of years, right? Go ahead with the best that you feel. Okay. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, lending and borrowing. So as I told you, lending and borrowing is not a mistake, but you have to think twice before lending as well as before borrowing. Lending means to give money to someone. Why am I telling this? Is because before lending, just think a moment about whether the person doesn't return the money on time. Will it affect my finance? Or if he rejects to return my money, Is that okay for me? Even if I don't get that money back, will I be able to like take up the things just as it goes now? இதெல்லாம் think பண்ணிட்டு decide to lend. You can plan, okay? Similarly, while borrowing again, every human being must think this. If you are borrowing something from someone, just think before that whether you would be able to repay that particular thing, be it money or like jewel, whatever it is. Okay. Mostly we are talking about money today. So before borrowing, just think once you borrow, will you be able to return it back? Will you be able to repay that money in the future? So if yes, if you are confident that you can return, there is no fault in borrowing. Okay. So and also you will not go and ask a random person to give you money, no? You will go and ask only with the most trusted friends of yours. எல்லார்கிட்டயும் போய் நம்ம வந்து கடன் கேட்க மாட்டோமே, ரொம்ப அவ்வளவும் க்ளோஸா இருக்கிறவங்க கிட்ட தான் நம்ம போய் கேட்போம் இல்லையா? So imagine a situation where your relative or friend, your best friend is in need of money. Don't you help them? It's a part of our lives, everyone's life. So what if you are in need of some money? Won't your family or friends support you? Imagine that you need some money for your educational expenses, to pay your school fee, your college fee. Won't your relatives help you? Or someone who is a well-wisher of you, won't they help you? Someone will be there to help us, like a God. Okay, so lending and borrowing are not a sin, but think before doing those two things. And then finally, after all those things, the last part is to protect your money. So once you receive your money back from your friend, imagine you lend a good amount to your friend and your friend was very loyal. He returned the money on time to you. So once you receive it, do not simply spend it unnecessarily. Save it just like what you had done previously. Because this money can next help yourself when you come across an emergency. So do not spend it unnecessarily, rather save it by depositing the money in a locker or simply in a piggy bank at least or in a bank. All right. So this is the last part of our session. What are the benefits of managing finances? சரி இப்படி சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கோம் இல்லையா? Save money, save money, save money, deposit, invest. Why? What are the benefits of saving money? அதுக்கும் நம்ம சொல்லிட்டோம் to lead a secured life in the future. அதை கொஞ்சம் கூட let us see in a detailed way. The first thing or the first benefit of managing finance is you can gain a strong financial control over your life. So what is financial control? By organizing your finances, that is by organizing your expenses, you can have better control over your money as well as over your life. So you have to be the judge to decide how much money you should spend, how much money you should save, and how much money you should donate. Okay. Second is financial goals. When you have a sound financial plan, sound means a strong financial plan, just like how you will have a proper financial control, similarly, you can also more easily achieve your financial goals. எல்லாருக்கும் financial goals இருக்கும் இல்லையா? இப்ப எனக்கு ஒரு goal இருக்கு. Your parents will have a goal. Okay, இவ்ளோ மணி ஆனா நம்ம ஒரு புது வீடு வாங்கலாம். இல்லைன்னா இவ்ளோ மணி ஆனா வீட்ல ஒரு ஏதாவது ரிப்பேர் இருக்கு அது பண்ணலாம். ஓகே இவ்ளோ அமௌண்ட் ஆனா ஒரு கார் வாங்கலாம். So that is a financial goal. So everyone will have a financial goal. And when will you be able to achieve that goal? Once you organize your expenses and your savings. So that is what is called having a financial control. எனக்கே தெரியாம எவ்வளோ இஎம்ஐ இருக்கு, எனக்கு எவ்வளோ லோன் இருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது. என்னோ நான் ஏர்னிங், ஸ்பெண்டிங், சேவிங் இருந்தா nothing will work out. So financial goals are again important. So to achieve those goals, you should have financial control. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Then comfortable retirement. Okay. So now retirement is something that is far from you now, just think about your parents. Okay? After a few years, your parents will also retire. Okay, that is 60 is the standard age of retiring. Okay. So once your parents are following all these financial like ideas properly, all these methods properly, by planning and managing your finances well, you can ensure a comfortable and worry-free retirement. இப்போலாம் நிறைய schemes இருக்கு. Senior citizen scheme is for people who are 60 and above. Okay. So after retirement, to lead a peaceful life, you should start saving right now. Okay. இல்லைன்னா அந்த டைம்ல நமக்கும் ஜாப் இருக்காது. So we have to expect someone else to give us, maybe our children. But like I would say that what is the guarantee that our kids will look after us? Yeah. So you have to keep yourself secured. And then financial independence. Being financially independent is something that no other resource can give you. Such a kind of happiness you get. So managing your finances also helps you achieve financial independence so that you will have complete control over your finance. And being financially independent doesn't mean that you have to be a spendthrift. No, nowadays girls are more financially independent than boys. Yes, that is the reality now. Statistics say so. So, what is the benefit of this financial independence actually? We, especially women, have the liberty to lead an independent and like free at the same time a secured life without depending the husbands for each and everything. Yes, that's why always women are nowadays running ahead of men. Okay, so this is applicable for both gender actually, guys. I'm not speaking like a feminist, but that is the reality now. Okay, girls தான் முன்னாடி நிக்கறாங்க. So in conclusion, the rise and integration of technology in financial services is also reshaping the industry and offering new opportunities and challenges at the same time. So in those days, financial services were restricted only to banks and some finance companies and enterprises. But now, online banking, mobile banking, net banking, UPI, all these have come to the limelight, and that is why technology plays an important role again. So, in this era, while using money online or while making transactions online, we have to be highly careful and vigilant because the rise of technology is both a boon as well as a bane. It is reshaping the industry every day, and many people are getting jobs as well. But it is also posing hundreds of challenges. See how many companies are like they are just terminating a lot of employees from IT companies because of the advent of AI. So AI has now become a trouble for everyone. So they're just packing up those people. Similarly, technology has also played a very big role in financial sector as well. So UPI is now like it is in the nook and corner of the world, especially in a country like India. Okay, but make sure that you are using all those applications properly and you have taken enough security measures while using the applications. Okay, so I hope everyone would be having at least one UPI app on your phones. So use it wisely. Okay. So we can't say that these things are not needed because if everyone else is using and you are not having it, then you will be an odd out of the even. So you should know how to use all these things, but use it timely and wisely. So I hope this workshop would have been an eye opener for everyone. And I definitely believe that this will help you to start saving and budgeting money in the future. So, guys, whatever be the amount, be it even 1 rupee, start saving it, because money is something that is considered to be one of the essential vitamins that human beings need. So sometimes people call it vitamin M. Rest of the vitamins are consumed inside the body, but vitamin M is not taken inside the body. But without vitamin M, you can't survive in this world. So start saving, lead a happy life. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed the session.
Yes, ma'am. It was
Yes,
really
ma'am.
useful.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I hope the session was interesting, guys. So actually, there is one issue in sharing this PPT to you, because this is made in Canva, and last year I was able to share it in the groups, but now Canva has upgraded this particular version to the pro version. Okay, so that subscription is needed for me to download this to my drive and then to share it to you. Okay, but I think this material need not be shared, because this is not something that you must have it in the form of a theory. Okay, so those who have attended the session, you can just make a note of what you have learned today after the class for yourself. Okay, and if someone is willing, you can even share it in the group. Just make a simple note, a short note of whatever you understood from today's class, and you can share it in the group. Okay? All right, then. So we will meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. with our spoken English lessons again. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Happy weekend.
Thank you.